Okay guys, so a very quick one this morning, or this afternoon. I've spent all morning mucking about with this laser welder. Just about got it sussed. I've done a couple of mild steel welds and I'm just about to do some aluminium. But I'll show you what I've had to do, or what I've done to get it all working how I want it. Let's have a quick look. Just shut you up here. Right, wire feed. I've made a little adaptation because I realised, after having said I don't like the little spools, that I'd got a load of them because I use them with my spool gun. So I've made this little bracket that just fits on with a couple of wing nuts, and it just holds the small spool. That is some, I'm not quite sure what it is, 53 something or other, I think. I had some 40 something or other, but it wouldn't feed, it was too soft. This is much harder. Now the cable, the wire feed cable, which is this one, is actually quite short. It goes, you see, it goes up to the gun, but this cable is really long, along with this cable and this cable. So I'm thinking that this part of the setup can go quite a long way away, and that needs to be fairly close to the wire feed. So I had to change the plug. I put a 32 amp plug on it because my 16 amp socket is over the other side of the room and I didn't really want to have cables running across the other side of the room, so I put a 32 amp plug on it. So that's plugged in there. So that's sorted the power out. Basically just connected everything up and had a play. Let's switch her on. We'll set it up how I want to set it up. I'm going to just play about with this bit of aluminium here. So confirm that we're on welding. Now that's interesting. It's set on aluminium 2mm, which is what I wanted, but earlier on when I was doing the steel, it kept switching itself back to stainless steel for some reason. When every time I turned it off or went to a different mode, it stopped, or it changed. Anyway, maybe that's just something I'm doing wrong. So everything's on, the key's on, that's on. Put the wire feed on. Once confirmed that we're going to wear glasses, then press it again and it stays on. Using this selection up here, it sets all the parameters for you, like the wire feed speed and everything. You can adjust them. Like wire feed, you can adjust in there. You can have a continuous or pulse, all the different pullbacks and etc. And you can feed your wire and retract your wire from here, as well as down on the wire feeder. So I think that's all we need to do. It just says connect there, which basically means that the gun has got to make a circuit with this. So I've got this clamped to the bench and everything's on the bench, so as soon as I touch the gun to the workpiece, it should work. So let's get my goggles on and we'll have a little play. Okay, let's see what happens. As you can see in there, I think I need probably a bit more gas. It's quite a neat little weld, so I'll do a bit more. A bit wobbly on that one, and it's funny because, hang on, the machine's revving up. Turn it off, that'll shut it up. Yeah, it's a little bit wobbly. It's really weird how you can feel the wire pushing you along. I don't know whether you could ever do push, but it definitely pushes you backwards as you're doing it. It's quite a nice, neat little weld if you're doing little enclosures or something. This one here I've done. That was the first one I did. Can't really see it very well in there, but that was quite a nice weld. I just want to try an outside corner, see how that goes. That's something I haven't done yet. See if I can set that up. Turn it back on, and I'm going to put a little bit more gas on. See if that helps. Right, what are we on? Confirm. Aluminium, 2mm. Light feed on. Switch it all on. Right. Not sure which way is going to be better. Let's try this way. Oh yeah, I quite like that. If you can see that, it's a real nice weld there. I'm going to pick you up. Oh, sorry, off the bench because you're stuck to it. Come to the light, see if you can see that any better. That outside corner one, much nicer. Again, it still stutters a little bit, so we're going to have to figure out what that is. But considering it's the first time I've done an outside corner joint on any aluminium, I'm quite impressed with that. So I shall persevere. I did some steel, and I wasn't overly impressed with that, but again, I think it needs to be needs some practice. It's just, it wasn't very clean. I need to clean it up better, and my settings just need playing about with, I think. And hopefully, it did go through, penetrated. So that was 3mm. Anyway, that's just a quick one. I've just, what else can I show you? No, that's about it really. Yeah, I'm going to persevere, and once I've sort of sorted out the settings, I might come back and do another one. But for the time being, it's just a case of now where I'm going to put the damn thing. And also I discovered you've got to be careful with this lead. Don't bend it too much, apparently. You can't coil it up tight. You need to have it fairly loosely wound, otherwise I suppose it can damage how the laser transmits. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to report. No, I think that's it. So, as I say, I was using that, can't remember what it is now. I've binned the label when I undid it. No, it's 50 something or other, the aluminium that I was using, because the 4340 was way too soft. The mild steel I used was 0.8, again on a little reel that came with my spool gun. which I've never used, so I thought I'd use that rather than opening up another whole reel of 15 kilos and then not using it. So there you go. Hope that's been some entertainment. It's going to be one of those machines. I'm not sure yet. I think for aluminium and stuff like that it's going to be great, but for steel I still think I'm probably going to end up with my MIG and TIG. I don't do that much really lightweight steel. I think the lightest I go is 1.2, which isn't particularly light. Anyway, as I say, I'm going to persevere, going to have a bit of practice and see how I get on. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.